Thank you for joining us.
That's no problem.
I hope you're well.
I am very well. Very busy. Very...
Well, the life that you lived in, no surprise.
I know. Do you know what? I actually had a weekend off.
How dare you have a weekend off?
I know. I felt really bored. I was like, what am I doing? I meant to be like out partying.
See that?
I know, Disa. It's so like I'm so used to like speaking to everyone every day, checking in, going and like getting an update. Now it's just like really gone quiet, and I'm like, where is everyone?
I don't know. Do you know what I'm so angry about? So I bought that light, didn't I, specifically?
Yeah.
Right? And it angers me. It is. Oh, no, decent. You're going to have to hang on for that. No. He's massively upgraded now. So that there, I bought it. Oh no, he's moved into it to fit into the street. So that there, what's it called? Hey, Haas. That there was specifically meant to be for this, but this is the ball ache.
Wow.
Exactly. You can't even see it public, can you?
That is amazing, Riz. I like it,
Yep.
especially on top of your radiator.
No, but you can't even see it properly. It's meant to say hello, but you can't even see what it says.
It's meant to say hello.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Morgan. You can't even see what it says.
Hi, Morgan.
How annoying is that?
Yeah, it's very annoying.
I'll turn it off. Then we'll crack on.
I mean, if you can't see hello, no point having it on. Now I can see hello.
I'm so annoyed about that. I'm so annoyed. Oh yeah, decent. A totally different industry. He's big time now. I know, decent. I am. I totally agree. One silly fucking whopper. I'm sat here with my. I think I'm sat in a jazz lounge. Can you hear the music in the background, Dean?
No.
Good. That's fine. Echo. Off. Oh, okay. Because remember last time I said to you when I went live, I put music on, and then it kicked me out because of copyright. I'm like, okay then. Right, Dee. Right. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. I know we had something scheduled further down the line, but you've helped me out today massively. I appreciate it. Like so, the individual who was meant to come on tonight, due to different circumstances, she couldn't be here. But it's fine. Their loss, our gain. Because we have Dino in the house.
Where's my music?
Do you know what? I just totally forgot to load it up.
I requested music.
You did, but obviously we need to be careful because don't want to get banned again, do we? So don't want anyone reporting us to admins now. I know. Dean in the house. I know. So how was your day been? You said you've been to work today, yeah?
Yeah, I've been to work today. I started at 9:30, finished at 6 o'clock. 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah. So
living the dream, eh, Dean? That's what you do. So that's not a bad day's graft, that though, because it's not too long, I suppose, isn't it?
9 till 6.
Yeah.
That's 9 hours.
Yeah, that's not that bad. Hey, Sue, that's not that bad.
I mean, to be fair, I have done worse shifts. I have done 12 hours, 13 hours.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I remember ages ago, like I said, I used to work at a shitty place, and we used to do 7 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon. So as much as it's a crap early start, it's good the fact that you finish early.
Yeah.
And obviously for me, it used to be perfect because then I used to go and collect Harris from school. So, that was the only thing I liked about the job, nothing else. It was the most I hated the fucking place. So, anyways, Dean, sorry, I was attempting this, and for some reason, my laptop's being a divvy. Hey, gorgeous.
That's
so,
really
I know, ironically enough, I messaged, because I'm used to this with, certain technology things and that type of stuff. So my brother, you are?
No Apple.
Hell no to Apple. Hell no to Apple. You are?
I don't know how you can live without Apple.
Well, But Scott, funnily enough, like I said, we're actually. I was looking at like phones and that because I'm due an upgrade, but I'll probably just get the Samsung. And we were talking about, it, and somebody said like, "Oh, wouldn't you consider getting like a new iPhone?" I was like, why would I even contemplate that? Like,
That's
I'm
just not
okay.
your generation, is it, Riz?
What, sorry?
That's just not your generation.
Oh, do you mind? I've dyed all my beard today as well, so like it's not that bad. So it should be fun, hopefully. Right, okay. So I was just loading that up at the same time, and then I decided to put it on there as well. Because like my laptop's just been a dingbat. So, Dean, anyways, as I said, thank you so much for doing it. As I said, we will be. This is automatically gets recorded. Then obviously I'll edit in that type of crap, and then we'll put it on YouTube. I don't know why. Jen's been quite new with me. I'm getting gagged up on here. This isn't fair. So, like, obviously, Dino, obviously, we've spoken for a while. Obviously, we've known each other for quite a while and that type of stuff. So, off the bat, first of all, we kind of want to, it's kind of way that we'll ease in this conversation. So, what kind of, Hezab, what kind of, like, so first of all, like, when you were younger and that type of shit, what was kind of like your ambitions? Like, what did you want to do? What did you want to be? Don't say an astronaut or anything like that.
Well, to be fair, when I was younger, I probably wanted to be like a teacher. I don't know why, but I always thought like it was a good job, everything be good about it. And then, like, as gradually I grew up, I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be sat out in the class teaching some people, and then not and having to like pay the most expensive for holidays. So I was like, yeah, forget about that. I'd rather save money than waste money. Then, like, as I got to secondary, I got into drama because then you was officially allowed to do drama and all that.
Oh, like when you got there, yeah.
Because primary, they literally just teach you like maths, English, and science, and that's about it. And then if you're like a Church of England school that I went to, you had to do religious studies, like for God and everything.
Is that your dog, by the way?
That is my dog, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called again?
Teddy.
Teddy. Funny. Yeah. Okay, I won't say what I usually do because we're on a different platform. But carry on. Hi, Teddy. Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, and like I got to secondary and I did the show. I auditioned for it, and I remember my first ever show was it was like called Drama Night. So we went over drama, and I was in year eight, was the start of it, and we had to do Matilda, like this song, like My Mummy Says I'm a Miracle. That was my line, and that was the ever line on that like the ending number. And of course, I had a different voice. I was really high pitched, so I could hit the high note. And then
wow.
Okay. And then my drama teacher was like, "Oh, Dean, you're this character, by the way." And I was like, "What character is this?" She went, "You've got to sing these other lines as well." So I was like, "Oh God, okay, I'll try." And I had to be like, I had a tie around my neck because it was like all school. And then the person who was playing, I don't know who he was playing, but he like grabbed my tie and he said, "You said what?" or something like that. It was part of the show, and I was just like, okay. And then after that, I sort of just fell in love with drama. Every year I've done the drama shows, Christmas shows. I was just like, I want to be an actor. So I was like, I'm done. I want to be an actor.
So as long as that like that far back as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know
It's yeah. Go on. Oh.
It's such a shit.
It's always mad like when you listen to like people's stories. I said obviously when we were talking to Victor a couple of weeks ago, and it's always so interesting and fascinating to listen to people's journeys of like how they've gotten into this like industry and that type of stuff. So obviously you did that like at school and college and that type of things, and then like how come you didn't carry on pursuing it? Like why did you stop?
To be fair, I was carrying it on like after, I was COVID sort of dampened it all because I was still at sixth form, so I was gonna go to uni, but then I still had the chance to go to uni, but the uni I got into was all the way up north, and they told me that I was only allowed there 1 day a week, and I couldn't stay the night, so I had to drive up there during the day and drive back on the same day. And of course, it's like a 4-hour journey, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna fork out. And also, I didn't want to get myself into like a high debt, so I was like, I'd rather skip the year. I was gonna go the next year, but COVID was still here, so I was like, no. But then I was just like, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to uni. I'll try and do it some other way, which I did manage to.
Well, yeah, because as you obviously said there, like the past couple of years, and to be fair, I'd be quite interested to see how like that's like impacted like students. Like I know I've done a few projects with like a couple of unis and that type of stuff, and I was so frustrated and so angry because what you can do sometimes is student films. I don't, what's it called? You could do like student things, and obviously we did it. I did like two. And like one I was the lead and one I was like the second role, as it were, but it was kind of like he was better than the lead. And we filmed it and it was absolutely fantastic. We were like getting and a few of the guys, we had a drink, we were like totally excited for this. And then what happens? COVID happens. And then it's kind of like, wow, okay, what now? Hi, whoever you were. And it's kind of like, what? And it's annoying me because obviously that's gone. They don't even have because all the footage was at the university and obviously they were at home. And when I've spoken to them not long ago, to be fair, and I was like, is there any update? They were like, no, that's it. Obviously we've passed and we've got no even access to anything. I was like, that's so annoying because I was genuinely so looking forward to them ones. Like I was so looking forward to it as well. And it's quite disappointing. Like COVID's just botched. Well, it's gone now, hasn't it? It's all gone now. Anyway, COVID's gone now. So.
Well,
COVID's gone now. Do you know what I mean? Now it's just like, don't get cheeky with me, otherwise I will spiff you. So shut up. Right, okay. So obviously going on from that, like, moving on to now, then, then you got offered an opportunity. Obviously, you become a big boy, and you join an agency, and then you got offered an opportunity. So, like, what was that thing? What was this opportunity?
I mean, I got offered 2 opportunities.
Oh, darling.
I mean, my first opportunity that I got given was to be a host on a social media platform, which I took and met some incredible people on there. I mean, yeah. And then my second opportunity that I got, which was actually sort of through the agency and then sort of not, was to be like an extra on a reality show. I had to think then, was it a reality show or something? Yeah, it was a reality.
It's kind of classed as a reality show, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was on a reality show for a couple of scenes. Big time me scenes. Yeah. Which was quite good. I got really excited for my first day of film. Like, I got OTT over it because I was like, because I remember my first ever day going to the set, standing outside the Nando's, waiting for the people to come and collect us. And we was like, and it was 3 of us, and we was like, wasn't there meant to be more of us? And then the woman came and she was like, there was meant to be about 10 of you, but only 3 of you turned up. I was like, oh, she was like, yeah, she was like, let's forget about them. She went, clearly they don't want the screen time. So I was like, okay. Then we walked
to your advantage, isn't it, I suppose? Go on.
Well, she did say it's more screen time for you because it's more chance of you being recognised. So we was meeting at like Nando's, but our actual filming spot was like a 20-minute walk away.
Oh, okay.
We walk all the way through town. She was wearing a high vis. I was just walking behind her, and then this other man halfway through met us, and then he walked behind us. It was like, it was 3 of us in the middle of these people in high vis, and it was sort of like a bit like everyone was stopping, staring, and I was like, it's okay, we're no big stars yet. And then we got to like the film crew, and I was the only boy, so I was like, so they was like, so you're going to be walking on your own down this bit of high street. I was like, okay. So I had to try and cross the road. Bear in mind there was cars travelling way, and I was like, right, it's got playing chicken here. And I got across, and then they had to shout because none of them was over there. They're like, right, you just need to walk, act natural, everything. So I was walking all the way down to the lights where I had to cross again, getting filmed, then walking back up. And when I got to the last bit, this like after filming for that, the person who I was with was like, Dean, do you realise what was happening there? I was like, no, what do you mean? I was just walking. She was like, people were videoing you, like filming you. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, they were standing there, like filming you walking down the high street. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She was like, there was loads of people there. I was like, but I'm not even no big actor yet. And she's like, well, they obviously think you're someone. I was like, But then, like, we met a couple of actual, like, I'll say celebrities. They're not celebrities, but some people class them as. They walked past us and stopped and had a chat with us. I was like, oh, well done.
And who were they? Who were they?
It was Alexandra from Love Island, who was with Dr. Alan. I can't remember.
Darling.
Oh, no, it wasn't her. It was Francesca Allen. She stopped off and spoke.
Did you just making names up here now?
No, Francesca Allen is actually a Love Islander. And who else did I meet? Who else was there? There was Danny Dyer, the daughter. She walked past when she was like, she walked past and she just sort of said hey and how are you doing, and then walked off. As she did. Just like,
yeah.
Bye. And I think that was it, really. I think there was a couple more, but I can't really remember.
Did you actually know who they were? Or
to be fair, I knew two of them. The rest I sort of was like, who the hell are they? If they're not what I've watched on TV, then I have no idea who they are.
I wouldn't even.
Like X on the Beach or something, and I was like, I do not know any of them.
So I genuinely wouldn't even have a clue. Like, who it is that? So, like, what was the TV show that you were doing?
So the TV show that I was doing was
Lucas.
The Only Way is Essex.
Oh, Terry, darling.
Yes.
So, like, Jesus. And, like, so obviously when you first kind of got, like, introduced to it and that type of stuff, what were you feeling when you first got that casting call and you were like, oh, we need someone for that Terry? What was your reaction to that?
My reaction was, oh my God, I'm literally going to be filmed on TV. I was like nervous. I was like, what do I do? What do I wear? Like, how do I act? Like, what do they want me to do? All of that went in my head. I was like, so what do I actually have to do? And then also in my head, I was like, this could lead to so many things. And I was just like dreaming of like what it could lead to.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah, like probably the things that go through your head is like, oh my God, I could be like the main person here, blah, 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 that type of stuff. You know, if I do a good job. And I think that's a fantastic trait to have. It's the fact that you are looking at the positive side, that you're kind of thinking, I don't want to be like just an extra, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't want to just be like an SA. I want to be like on the cast. And this is where something like the acting world that people sometimes get confused, because you have your extra. So like the analogy that I always use for this, and I think I explained it to you ages ago, is so like, we'll use EastEnders, the Queen Vic. I'm going back to my Phil and Grant and Peggy days because I don't want it anymore, right? So like, but if you use like the Queen Vic, for example, and then you say you've got Peggy at the bar and that type of stuff, and then so an extra is someone who's just in the background that is sat there having a drink, right? And then you've got the essay is someone who actually goes to the bar and says, oh, can I have a pint of bitter? And that type of thing. And obviously that's an essay. And the essay is actually quite a big thing. And the pay packet obviously goes up with each. And obviously casting is obviously when you get to speak on set, like an actual main thing. So like it's but what people keep forgetting is the fact that you're there.
Mm.
You're already doing something better than any of these fuckers are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people like keep forgetting. So like, obviously on Towie, like I know there was one specific person who you said was quite cool with you, but who was that again? That dude? Pete, who was he again?
What was cool with me? The person who I spoke to the most was probably, well, I didn't really speak to Pete or Lockie. They were just like
Oh,
in one scene with them, and we chatted. They said hi, but the one person who I, like spoke to for like a while was Diags James. I spoke
yes.
to him for a while. Like he like 'cause I filmed with him. I filmed actually for his Mother's Day. So it was him and his mum, Dan and his mum, which it was me and this other person who turned up. Only two of us in a restaurant behind them, and they'd literally we were sitting down and James Dykes joined us at the table and just chatting to us, and then his mum came and chatted to us, and it was just like so natural and so good because it was like they're not trying to point out they're better than us, they just mingle in and everything, because you know you get some of like some actors who are like, oh, I don't want to talk to anyone, I'm big better than them, I only talk to people who are like my standards. And his mum was literally telling us like baby stories of him, and we're just like completely strangers to you. She's like, well, you're not now, are you? She's like, I know you. And I was like, that's true. And then once we'd finished filming completely, they all came up to us and they was like, oh, thank you for filming, thank you so much. And we was like, oh, it's no problem, we're happy that we've come. And they was like, it's really good you came and everything. Like, it was quite a nice restaurant. Like, if I had to choose, I personally wouldn't go there because seeing the prices, I was like, yeah.
Did you get free food though?
I'm not paying for that. Oh yeah, got free food and free
I was
drink,
thinking that, yeah.
unlimited.
Like, I'll probably be stuffed. I would go puke up and come back for more.
Hey,
Like, I would come back for more. Like, that's the type of thing I would do. Claire!
Claire,
um, no, but I think that's fantastic. So, like, so overall, like, what did you think of that experience then? Oh, I love you, Claire.
what of like doing towering? I, to be fair, at the end of it, once I'd done my last scene, my last ever scene was at a Christmas one. That one I didn't really like, but the ones before that, it was all good. I really enjoyed it. So looking forward to everything. All of it's going to be good. My last good scene that I liked, I actually had a light bulb smash all on me. It was, yeah. Oh, Claire. And I had a light bulb smash all on me. And guess who smashed the light bulb?
Go on.
Diags. He
Oh,
smashed
really?
all on me. And I had to sit for a scene with all smashed light bulb all on me. Had to sit there patiently because, of course, they were filming. But when it smashed, all the cast just looked at me, and they was like, they were trying to be quiet, and they was like, "Are you alright? Are you okay?" And I'm good, thank you. I was just sitting there going, right, I've got all this one smashed on me. I've got to try and like stay focused on the camera, stay focused. And then once they've gone, right, we're finished, I had to sit there. All the crew came running towards me. I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Does that stand up? Are you hurt? And everything. They had a first aider there, and the first aider was like, right, have you got any cuts, bruises? I need to check you over. So I stood up, and all you saw was all of it on the floor, and it was like just a mess. And then the director literally went to Bags and was like, look what you've done. And he was like, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, it's all right. I was like, I'm not hurt or anything. I was like, well, at least you guys remember me now.
Dude, that could have been your chance to sell the stories to the papers to say I have been attacked by a reality TV star.
And
He assaulted me.
like, I'm now dressed.
Yeah. Like, this is when your acting could have come to pass. Like, it could have been like, no, he attacked me physically. Like, can you not see? This is what he did. You go on. But I suppose that's kind of the thing, isn't it, as well, with kind of like when you are recording and that type of stuff, not everything goes according to plan, as
Mm.
you know, obviously, unfortunately, you see some incidents where there's obviously a lot worse what happens. I think that's mad. Like, I just think it's like, it's incredibly mad, like the experience. But the fact is, like, Dean, you got to do it.
Mm.
And this is kind of the thing what people forget. It's the fact that, like, one day we're sat there watching TV, and all of a sudden you're like, hang on a minute, I know that person. And like, hey, Sonia. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's like so and so, like, you know what I mean? And I think, like, in that respect, I think that's where you should be, like, overjoyed and, like, like, Jesus Christ, it's Towie. Like, it's huge for the audience that they go for, and I think that's fantastic in that respect. So, like, I don't, because you like your Towie in that, don't you?
I watched it. I didn't watch it when I was watching it when I was in it, but before that, I didn't watch the series before.
Okay.
Didn't really like who was in it
Oh.
and how the story kept changing, and it was sort of like the same old. Like it would be like someone different, and I'd be like, okay, great. But then I went on it, and I was like, oh, I quite like it now. I'm gonna watch it.
I'll be honest with you.
I know I made a certain person really happy if they're still on here, Claire, because I know she loves Peter.
Yeah, but Claire's like, the thing is, Claire's too good to be in Towie. Claire should have her own TV show. That's what it is. Bedbreaker or Piston Handbags, like that type of stuff. Right? I think that's the type of TV show she should have. Shotting toothbrushes down toilets and all that type of stuff. But no, I think it's fantastic. It's called, I know, I think there you go. Claire could have her own, like what's it called, like a spin-off. That's what she could do.
Yeah, I spoke to her because I knew she watched it. I was like, you watched it, Howie? Yeah, I saw you. I was like, okay, I made it.
But it is mad, isn't it? Because I know, we miss you too, babes. I literally be talking about you quite often. But I think it's mad because I know, like I said, I did one. Like I said, because that's when I was in London, and they were kind of like, do you fancy doing it? I was like, oh, I'm actually here. They were like, oh, come to so and so. I was like, okay. And I turned up and I was like, hi. They're like, can we help you? I was like, yeah, I'm one of the extras. I was like, oh, sorry. We just thought you were just a tourist and just watching. I was like, no. like, but you're a northerner? I was like, yeah. I'm confused to what the hell is going on. I was like, yeah, but I'm here I'm staying here at the moment. So my agent just sent me to come down. And I remember I did it, and it was just hilarious. Literally, I was just sat there. In the background. And I was like, just sat there, like, just had a drink. By myself, because I've got no friends.
To be fair, on the day of filming, I was filming with someone who travelled from Wales.
There you go.
That morning, and was travelling the day after filming. And I was sort of like, I did question him. I was like, why didn't you just book a hotel? It's a weekday, so it wouldn't be that expensive.
That sounds bad, that, isn't it?
I was like, and they was like, oh, we just want to get home. I was like, but it's like...
Well, but here's an insight for you. No, you see, you're wrong there. It's actually the opposite. During a weekday, hotels are more expensive. Weekends, they're cheaper.
That's probably because they get more people.
There you go. Exactly, because obviously I travel shitloads and I stay around loads of places. And I always found this baffling. But then I met a girl a long time ago. God knows what her name was. I remember we had this conversation. We ended up sitting in the hotel. And we were saying it, and she travels all over. She's like a regional manager for Santander, some crap like that. And I remember she said, yeah, because all the business people, all the workers, for like that travel during the week. So they put the prices up like 10, 15, 20 pounds. But then the weekend, they just go back to normal prices. So he did, yeah, exactly. When he gets someone like Claire, just goes every day, Monday, Tuesday. She has a day off on a Wednesday, then she goes back Thursday, Friday, and breaks the beds and pisses her handbags and all sorts. But no, I think that's like, enough about that one. Moving on. Oh, that was amazing. We need to have a rematch of that. I'm going to invite the same people again.
Some.
Oh, no, I would invite them all, me. I tell you, would invite them all.
Okay, but yeah, I'll be staying in my room most of the time, and Claire can just give me the updates like last time.
Oh, there you go. That's Danny. He's one of the ones. He's the trouble causer. I'm sorry. But no, as I said, I think it's like fantastic. I don't care. Shh. We weren't talking about you at all, Danny. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You too, Danny.
But what's it called? I think it's tough. As I said, we're going back to what we were talking about. Just got sidetracked there, guys. We'll fill you in another time. But in regards to when we talk about the acting and that type of stuff, so obviously you did Tower for the first time and it was absolutely fantastic. And then, so I remembered, I remember when you actually rang me to say that, he texted me first of all, and he texted me and he goes, oh, Rizzle, are you free? And I'm like, I'm just in between, having my lunch. I'm going back on the set. What's up? And he's like, can I speak to you? And I was like, if you want, yeah, go on then. And then I remembered you rang me. Do you remember this, Dean? When you rang me, and because he was nervous, he was shy. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to act whilst he was on set. And to be fair, and I think that's, again, I know Dean was it's slightly embarrassed asking at the same time, but that's kind of the rapport that me and him have. But I think that's what people don't realise. It's very intimidating being on set, because your every single move and your every single feature is being analysed. Happy birthday to Dean Burton's, and it's the fact that you're getting analysed constantly. Stop sidetracking. And it's the fact that it is, and the fact that you've got cameras on you, and you've got these strangers, and you've got these actors, and celebrities and somewhere constantly looking at you, and kind of oh god, he's fucking shit. But then at the same time, there's pressure on you because you want to create a good impression. In order to be if I do a good impression, go back to what you said earlier. If I do good right now, then they might call me back, and they might get a bigger role, a stepping stone. And I think that's. I remembered when he got it, and I thought it was fantastic. And I said to you, take a deep, 3 deep breaths, ignore everyone else, keep yourself to yourself, do your shit, and do what I do. Every time I go somewhere, the party that day and night, I had to stand back and I watch everything. You know what I mean? I watch how everyone acts and how everyone does act, you know what I mean, sober or unsober, and I know that's what I kind of do, so that way you get an idea of how can you come across, because also, we live in a society now that people can get offended by things, so you've always got to be quite careful of what you do say as well. So I know the likes of me, you, Danny and Claire, and a few other people on the girls I've worked with, Suki and a couple of other people on here, that my humour is kind of a different level compared to some people, and some people could call me offensive, but I'm not actually being offensive. Me actually offending you is my way of showing affection. That's kind of once you get to know me, do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the most important thing, and it is what right there. What the end it is, it's the memories, and I think that's what's amazing. It's when you did that, yeah, Suki, I know. But it's the memories that you create with people, and that's the most important thing, and that's what sticks with you. Hi, Mia. And I think that's kind of the most important thing. It's kind of how you react. So, yeah, so get my dick, who cares? Again, this is how it acts, but I remembered when I did Viva, and man, this isn't the real ones, yeah. Exactly, man, exactly, bud. But I know when I did Viva, and I think I said this to you before, and I think it was the second time and the third time I did it, and I kind of got to realise what to do and what not to do, what to bring and what not to bring. So, for example, the first time I went, I didn't bring a bag, I didn't bring any munchies, I didn't bring any drinks, I didn't bring my power bank or my charger or nothing. So I was kind of I was oh God, I can't even pay my phone because my phone's going to die. And then I remembered I want to be reading a book, and I'm what the hell are you reading a book for? And then I realised, because your call time is basically you get told all day. So again, when I went, I literally have a backpack, and I literally put it on, and I put lots of crap in there. I put a change of clothes, obviously, deodorant, some power banks, earphones, what's it called, like, and that type of stuff. And these earphones as well as my wireless ones. I take everything, take 2 power banks. You literally don't know. And I was sat in the minibus. It was a beautiful day, but I was sat in the minibus and people are outside. And there was a mother and daughter. And I can never ever forget this. And it was their first time. But then there was another girl, and like she worked somewhere, mature lady, quite a MILF. And but she was very stuck up. And she kind of like, you know, these people are so excited, like the same time as you were, the same time as I were, the same time as probably anybody, like Daddy, probably when you did a DJ gig, Claire, when the first time you started work, everybody. And I remembered, and this woman was just like so arsey with her. Well, calm down, you're only an extra. Chill out, you probably won't ever get used, you probably won't ever get your TV, like you should face some TV. I like, you know, damn right, this being degrading in no, she was. Damn right degrading. And I remembered, like, I sat there and obviously I didn't want to cause an argument because, again, I'm still new to the process, but I click on it very quick. Like, again, as I said, I go back to the word analyze. I understand scenarios and straight away I'm like, nah, shut up. Like, I don't want to say anything. Do you know what I mean? It's not my place. But then I remembered and I said to the ladies, and I'm like, ladies, would you like to take me a photo? I said, would you want me to take a photo of you two? Enjoy the occasion. I said, just remember, when you go on set, be careful with your phones, but keep your phones on you. So you don't have to put them away like they say. Like, that's just something to say, but just don't get caught with your phone on set, because sometimes they don't when you're taking photos. And there's me, I'm doing Viva, and I've got fucking hair in the background. I'm like, smile! You know, I don't really care that case. Hey, cheers. And like, but again, it's like I said, it's the situation, the scenario that you're in. This is something which is monumental. It's something to tell, like, you know, your partner or your family or your friends. Look, I remember when you told me the full story on the phone, I was so excited for you. And like, even though it's so little, it's the fact that you've gone on and it's kind of a dream, and it's kind of like, wow. Like, Danny, it goes to you. Like the first album, probably when you did your DJing, you probably felt nervous and shy. But when you finally, I don't know the correct terminology, when you started smashing out the tracks and that type of stuff, all of a sudden, you can breathe. And this is the thing, it's self-belief, but also in certain industries, it's called, hey, Slavic, in certain industries, it's how these people react to you, which is the most important thing. So as I said to you, I tip my hat off to you, and I thought it was fantastic. But, so how many towies did you do?
How many towers? So I did 2 series. Series, I think. I did.
Boom.
Yeah, I did 2 series and a Christmas special one.
Sorry, brother.
The Christmas special one was when Georgia was announcing she's pregnant. I was doing that one.
I mean, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I hope you're well, my brother.
So I did that one. I did the one before and the one after, but the one after I only did a couple, and then because of my old work, I had to stop it because they weren't letting me go on times. But the one before, I did quite a lot. I was there like 3 times a week, filming and everything. Went to some. I actually was in that scene.
That was George. Carry on, I'm going to Google this.
And I was literally like, yeah, I was there 3-4 times a week, filming, getting on with it, everything. And then the Christmas special came up, did that one. And then the next one I did a couple, only because of work, so I was just like, I did one.
Was this your sandwich artist days?
This was my sandwich artist days.
Well, by the way, going back to what kind of Danny said there, and I love that, you know, there you go, the fact that you still get nerves, but as I said, with every time, like, your confidence goes, I would, excuse me, Claire, I'm here, I'm still here, you know, I can read these comments. Don't be cheating on me, girl. Be cheating on me. And plus, like, you know, I've got bigger muscles, and probably one of my arms is probably the size of it. Got a twig.
If you haven't got any tattoos for us.
Yeah, you get them stick-on ones. That's right, yeah. Oh, right, okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Casono, it's about, yeah, okay. That should be hotter. All right, continue. Oh well, Danny's more attractive. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just think it's mad. Like I said, when you get into that industry and that type of stuff. But now, kind of going on from that, I know we kind of said we would do it differently, but I want to talk about like quite something serious now. And I know you opened up to me, which I really, really appreciate, and a lot of people do on this subject as well. So obviously we've talked about, and I'm sure these guys, obviously who met you, as we just said them once and that type of stuff. And again, kind of like me, you've only met me like once as well. And but the like the bond that we've created with each other, the memories that we've got, we're not going to forget. But then, as I said, it kind of saddened me, but I kind of understood. Like, and what upset me at the same time is when you kind of said, like, aside what people don't see. So, like, how was it? So obviously, first of all, your friends and family, obviously, they were over the moon, they were overjoyed, they were happy. This is something that they know that you've always wanted.
Yeah.
But what surprised you? What I'm getting at, basically.
The thing what surprised me was the amount of people who came back to speak to me. Like, I hadn't talked to some people for ages, and then they saw me on TV, and then they all of a sudden just wanted to start to see how I am, and see if I wanted to go out with them for drinks and everything. And I was just sort of like, you're now using me.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be used. And I was sort of like, really? And it really showed, like, you're true friends. And then, like, you're not so true. And then people who just use people. And, like, I have one really close friend who was literally encouraging me all the way. I still talk to her now. I'm quite close with her now. And she was just like, she was like my number one fan. Like, we have a laugh and a joke. And, like, she's like, I'm your number one fan. I'm your security guard. And all that lot. And I'm like, and I go along with it because I feel like, yeah, why not? And, like, we just, like, banter and everything, bounce with each other. And, like, I was saying to her, like, the amount of people who are coming and going, oh, hi, Jean, how are you? Do you fancy meeting up sometime and going out for a drink? And I was just sort of like, I've not spoken to these people in, like, 2 years. And they all of a sudden want to know me and ask how I'm feeling and all that lot. I was like, they're now using me. Because they've seen me on TV. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be in that environment.
And then what happened about the bad side of that then? Like, how did that progress then? What were these, like, comments, what were made towards you and that type of stuff?
The comments made towards me, because I wouldn't go out with them or go for food or drink,
Aside.
they would literally
Yeah.
say, oh, you're all about the fame, you forget us now, oh, you're no good, you're only going to be on this, they're going to get rid of you so quickly, never going to progress, and everything. And I was just like,
I don't know.
that grow up. I was like, let me enjoy the moment. Like, I remember when I told my drama teachers, like my ex-drama teachers, that, oh, I've been filming for Towie. They were like, really? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, I'm filming for Towie. And they was like, oh, okay. Like, they just passed it off. And I was just like, you should be the ones going, oh my God, that's so good. But you're just like, really? Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell?
So when we were talking about this and that type of stuff, obviously you kind of said, I know when we touched on it before previously, and I know you said you were kind of disheartened because that's when you started to experience a bit of online bullying, NF, and online bullying, but also like a few friends of yours who decided that well, they didn't have your back, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell us a bit more about that. What was that like? How did that progress? And like,
Well,
how does that make you feel?
the friend that I thought I was close to, really close, could tell anything, saw it all happening, but decided to stay quiet and not say anything. The friend who I'm now close to was literally sticking up for me, arguing with people, everything. And I was just like, now that shows a good friend. And I felt like at least someone had my back. I was like, at least someone literally will stick up for me and everything. And for the friend who didn't, who I thought would, I did say to her, and I was like, so what's up? Like, I've stuck up for you so many times. I've stopped you from getting into fights, and I've had this of staying quiet. I was like, what the hell? And then she ignored my message for like 2 weeks, and then was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was so busy.
Yeah, I'm busy, yeah.
And I was just like, we all have lives, I understand that, but you're not busy for 2 weeks, not checking your phone or anything. I was like, no one can go 2 weeks without a phone.
Yeah, trust me, I would love to, but, you know. And I think that there is, it's what's crapping. I think regardless of any job that you do, whether it's someone who gets a promotion in whatever job that they do, whether it's someone, as I said, who appears on a TV commercial, of an online poster, of a model, of an actor, or a DJ at a certain set and that type of stuff. And I think what's disheartening about the most important thing is that people that who would think would want the best for you to be overjoyed the fact of, hey, God, from little Dino, Jesus Christ, he's on Tommy. And like, and you know, as I said, what did I say? Obviously, I stuck up for your condos how many times when we were like, on the online streaming. And I said, like a gazillion times, I went, I got a fucking minute. At least he's got to do something that you would never do in your life. And I go, so shut the fuck up. Because that's kind of my attitude.
Yeah.
And the figure is now we live in a world that social media, like unfortunately, as shit as it is, but it's always a good thing, but it's more negative than it is positive. And the things what people don't see is every time you try to do something good in life, hey brother, every time you try to do something good in life, then something's going to pull you back. And so this is always, unfortunately, you know, the thing about social media. As I said, there you go. Someone like yourself, you know, you're quite young and that type of stuff, and you've been given an opportunity. You've gone over the initial nerves and that type of stuff, and you've gone to the best. You want to celebrate it with your friends. Again, regardless of it's a tiny part or a huge part, you want to share this occasion with loved ones.
Yeah.
But then you will always get haters. And people, yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, these people don't even know you. They have no interest in knowing you. It's because they heard it from someone else, like, you know, that type of stuff. And what they're going to do, they're going to try to put a downer on you. And that's what's crazy. It's kind of upsetting. It's just damn right bullying. That's what it is. It's just, there's no other word for it. It's just bullying. And it's upsetting. Again, I'm referencing back to when I did Viva, and like I said, when I seen that woman in the, like, you know, the MILF as it were, but the way that she's spoken to this mother and daughter who was, oh my God, I'm going to be on TV, I'm going to be on Viva, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I remember when I took them photos and I said to them, ignore people like that. Just crack on, carry on, you do what's good for you. Because that might be the first and the last time that they do something, or it could be the first time and on their journey of what they want to do. And this is kind of the thing, and it's upsetting why there's so much negativity around people where you should support. It's like I tell you about things. I said, you know, you're kind of like, oh my God, really busy. It's like, yeah. And it's like, I didn't even show off about it. But then it's kind of like you were the one who said to me, Riz, I recognise you from somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
me?
I know you. Oh, well, I know your face, I recognised it. And then I watched that episode again, and I was like, that's him. And I remember I was like, the bin man.
And this is it. As I said, like, you know, obviously I did a couple of episodes of Hollyoaks and that type of stuff, and people that turned around. But as I said, there's so much negativity these days, and instead we should all be picking each other up. And we should be like, look, you know, if people have hopes and ambitions and dreams, let's try to encourage people. Hey, Fairs, like, try to encourage people to go for them dreams. And as I said, as a parent, as I said, you know, you should be even more encouraged because, like I said, what I do is for my son. My son gets to see this. I will get negativity and that type of stuff. It doesn't bother me. I don't really give a shit, to be fair with you. Because again, I get to do something which I dreamt about when I was younger. And as I said, you know, I had a job which I couldn't stand, which a lot of people knew, and I was so negative, but also my attitude was awful. Just even towards friends, my colleagues, I was just downright disrespectful because I hated that place, and I realised that's not me. I'm a lively, bubbly, outgoing individual who will always be there for anyone and everyone. Like right now, I've got a friend downstairs who stayed at mine for a couple of days because they've been chucked out, basically. But that is what you call someone with a good heart. And then you get all these haters and you kind of go, fuck you. And you carry on pursuing it. You carry on going for it, Dean. That's the most important thing. And I've always said this, like, you know, keep cracking on, Dean. Keep cracking on. So it's funny. It's funny because like going back to what Claire said and what Danny said as well. Bearing in mind, we all met each other at an event for the agency that we were with, and we had such a good time. Claire, you know me, I keep it real. I keep it real. And as I said, and when we all met each other, and it was crazy because it was literally like one big massive family. Like we didn't even know each other that well. Like so, we've never met each other. We've only spoken to each other for a year or 2 years over an app. And then all of a sudden, like it's like a big orgy fest. We're all cuddling, we're all kissing each other, we're all getting pissed with each other, and it was like so much love. And that's how the world should be. There should be love, and we should be helping one another. It's like you contact me quite a few times, and I always try to say to you, just be careful about this, but carry on doing what you need to do, Dean. But make sure that you don't take it advantage of. That's the most important thing. And like I said, Claire, I've got so much respect for that woman because the way she's had my back for God knows how long. Because some what's it called? Yeah, some people decided to say malicious lies. And yes, it was amazing. And I would love to do it again, to be fair. I would love to do it again. But yeah. Hey Tom, thanks Tom for that.
My room I was like opposite Claire and Gemma, so I was like, so I know if anything happens, I've got them now. So I was like, I'm supported.
But the main thing which anyone should take anybody in life, just be there for one another. It's the most important thing is, you know, regardless of the smallest ambition to the biggest, just help them. And I said, I kind of proved it. I worked on a job where I hated with a passion. If like, one of my colleagues is still here, she would probably back that up. I was just a dick. I put my hands up. But I continued, yeah, exactly, man. And I continued to do it.
Exactly.
But then I realised what actually made me happy. And it was a former partner of mine, actually. And like, she did. And she was like, Riz, you're only ever happy when you talk about your acting? It's like, really? And then obviously I made the decision to leave that and do my acting full time. I fucked up immediately. 4 months ago, I didn't get a single job. I was like, yeah, okay, this is backfired on me. But then obviously COVID hit, and to be fair, thank God we met the app. That's how we all met each other.
Yeah.
And as soon as lockdown got lifted, boom, my life's just been like that again. Like this week, it's kind of quiet, but even then, I've been getting loads of phone calls. If any of you guys are in the north, in the northeast, I've actually got ITV contacting me to ask for people. There's about April the 11th in Newcastle. Like they're looking for people, lots of extras, like lots and lots, and they're asking me to ask people. Get your ass down. You can sleep on the sofa. You can sleep on the sofa, Dean. So, but no, as I said, like this is it. It's fantastic. So, Dean, right. First of all, my signal, all right, yeah.
Yeah, your signal's all right.
That'll be Jenny. You can come down if you want. You can come with me. It's really weird. I need to get a Wi-Fi booster for this room. It's because of you last time. It's so annoying. So I'm just on my 5G. That's all I'm on. So annoying. Good thing I get like unlimited data. Right. So, anyways, like kind of going on. So first of all, Dean, I appreciate that. And I'm always going to say this to everyone: fuck the haters. Don't react to anyone. Sometimes don't let emotions get the better of you. And this is coming from someone who's a dad, been in relationships, etc., that type of stuff. Just don't. I know my screen's has been a dick all of a sudden. Like I knocked it. Getting drunk together here, guys. But yeah, just don't let the haters get on top of you. Just carry on doing. The difference is if you've got a good heart and a clear conscience and that type of stuff, crack on with life. Fuck the rest of them. It's as simple as that. So, going to like kind of like the next thing that we kind of discussed. So, Dean, obviously your other hobby, passion, is dancing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, like, the only type of dancing I do is usually when I'm pissed and that's dancing. But
that's not even to be fair.
Oh, hey, listen. This is why I did the Macarena, because I know the Macarena quite well. Shut up! Shut up! Right.
And then going, it's really good.
Yeah, I'll still finish the dance up, but just with a bit of panting. So mine's kind of like the slow jam version of the Macarena. Right, so tell us about this now. Stop taking the piss at me. Right, so tell us about this then, the dancing. Right, okay, so what got you into this? How long have you been doing it for and whatnot?
So
Fair piss off.
dancing, I got into it through primary school actually. There was a dance school that came in and it was like, try it. So I was like, oh, I'll go try it. Never know, it was street dance. That way, I'll go try it. Enjoyed it, done it for a couple of weeks, and then they gave me a slip, and I was like, oh, okay. It was like, you have been invited to join our dance school. I was like, oh, I've been invited to join their dance school. So I went to their dance school for one lesson, very much enjoyed it, and then I went to it like, then it started all from then, and I've just non-stop danced there. And my first ever dance I did was I was with a dance group my age. Can't remember what it's called. It was ages ago. And then I got invited to go to a dance competition group, which was called Skittles, I think. I don't know.
You getting your alcohol and things confused again?
Skittles or Skills. It was one of them. And I was in there and I did it for
Oh God.
I was in that for like a good 5 years. Did it quite well. Went to Essex Got Talent show.
Essex Got Talent?
Yeah, Essex Got Talent show. They did have a talent show, but it's
I
now
just thought it was just all fake boobs and fake teeth and fake brains in Essex, but okay.
not always. And
So, I lived there for 5 years, that's what I experienced.
in that show, in that competition, we came third. Our other dance group that we was with came second. The people who came first was a singer, which they was okay. I wouldn't say they were the best. And they went off to do something. Like they went on to progress something. If we had won, we would have gone to Blackpool to dance and to Disneyland Paris to dance.
Yeah.
So we didn't get that, afraid, but no what. And then after, because I got too old, because I started adding like younger people, I had to leave
Okay, yeah.
and join another group, which then I joined a group called Distinction, which was like a small crew, and I was sort of the oldest one, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. I did that for like a good couple of years, and then I had a little break because I had so much going on. I needed to break and everything.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. And then
Denise.
and then I went. Then something happened between two dance teachers. Well, my main dance teacher went on maternity leave, and while she was on maternity leave, the other dance teacher started up their own school and took some students.
Oh, that poor student. How dare they?
She was on maternity leave, so she didn't have any idea. And so she came back and it's all gone to the end. And then I was off at this moment still. I was just like, I don't want to get involved. And then this other dance teacher came to my house, knocked on my door, came in and was like, we'd really want you to come and join the new dance school. And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't really think I will. Then my old dance teacher came to me and she's like, Dean, I really want you to join me. And I was like, yeah, I will. So I went to her school, got into the competition straight away, and got into like the group. And it was a big, massive team. I was the third oldest. I was like, finally, I'm not the oldest. And
okay, gorgeous. We'll break a bed together again soon.
And we did a couple of competitions, British competitions, and then my dance teacher decided to then go to Disneyland to do a competition. So I was like, it was an opportunity. We could go or we couldn't go. I was like, I want to go. I was in year 11. I wanted time off of school because I was like, I'm doing GCSEs, I need a break. So I went to the competition, went to Disneyland Paris, stayed in the Hotel Charnay. I don't know if anyone's been there, but it's like the Woody one.
Oh, okay.
And the best thing was, while I was there, it was actually snowing.
Oh, God, imagine that
Got
story.
to see,
Denise, we're good. We're just listening to Dean tell stories.
we got to see snow at Disneyland Paris, which was amazing. That was on Saturday, so we got there Friday evening. Saturday, we was in the park all day, going on the rides. It was all for free because we paid, like, we got it all for free.
Yeah, Jenny, it's been stored here, hasn't it, as well?
Oh, I've had rain.
Yeah, Denise, I think it's been stored here.
I've had rain.
Yeah, go on.
We end like Saturday, we was all tired. We was like, we need to go to bed early. We've got competition tomorrow. Sunday came and I was like, right. I don't know. I was in like a different. It's like a different me. I was like, right. I need to prove something.
Is he? Yeah.
I really need to prove something today. Got there. It was so good.
Yeah, I thought so, Jen.
It was my category, over 16s, intermediates. I was like, oh God, here it goes. I'm going against a load of people. It was me and 4 others. I was like, okay, so I'm going to place no matter what.
Right, sorry. Right, hang on. Right, sorry. For those of us who are non-dancers here, apart from in the club, or in the kitchen, or in the bathroom. Right, okay. So you just said intermediate. So I'm guessing, correct me if I'm wrong. Basic?
So you've got beginners, intermediates, and advanced.
Okay, right, yeah, okay, like, yeah.
I was in the intermediate.
Okay, today's. Yeah, go on.
I was in the intermediates. It all works about how many places you place in a competition. So it's not
Obviously, you said there was 4 others, okay.
it's not how much experience you've got. It's just how many times you place. If you place 5 times under first, you move on to the next category. But if you get placed first, you have to move up. You can't go down.
Right, okay.
I was like, okay. So I got into intermediates, and I was like, fine, right. And then it was my category. I danced, done so well. Then we had to sit back down, do other people. Then it was my category again, got up and danced. It was the final. Just about dance my life out right now. Then we sat back down, and then once everyone had been over, it was like time to announce like everyone's position. It got to like under 16 intermediates. They done them. Then it was over 16. So they called the last person, 4th person, 3rd person, and it was me and someone else. And I just sat there. I remember sitting there going, I've not been placed. I've been placed. And then they called out 2nd, and I still hadn't been called. I was
So
like,
you're just thinking.
I was like, I've not been placed. I was like, there's someone else. There's 6 people, and I've not been placed. And I sat there with like my dance teacher who was there, sat there looking at him, going, I've not been placed. I've not been placed. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
And then my number was called for 1st place. And I was just like, my face went bright red, and I was just like, what the hell has happened? And I remember up and I was going, oh my God. And I had to go up there, get my trophy, come back down, leave it with someone, then go back behind because we had to do another thing.
Oh.
Like, what the hell had happened? And all I could hear from my dance school was like all cheering, going, well done, all tears. And I was just like, oh my God. They was like, you've been waiting for so many years for this position. I was like, I haven't. They was like, now you've got to be in advance. I was like, oh, that's great.
Tash, you're on the wrong app. This is it. Go on, get lost. God, just imagine. Like,
okay, and they was like, you've placed 1st at Disneyland. Not many people can say that. I was like, I know. I was like, oh my God.
Imagine. Was it like that?
It was. And we all went out for like a celebration dinner for everyone placing 1st. Like We did celebrate other people, but it was like mainly for the people who came first.
None of us are, so don't worry about it. How bad's that? So what? So what? You, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, like you all went up for food after Disneyland.
Oh, cool. I met Mickey and Minnie.
Slacks.
To be fair,
Like,
they were a lot smaller than what they actually seem. Like I was taller than them. I was like, what?
for those of you who don't know, Dean is like 4 foot, like 10 or
I'm
4'2".
3.
Okay, yeah, same thing. Like, so yeah. So, but I don't know, they're smaller than you.
They're smaller than me, even with costume on. I was like, what? Like,
Imagine the dwarfs. The dwarfs would be tiny then, wouldn't they? The dwarfs would be tinier.
I was like, do they have like 14-year-olds dressing up? I was like, they can't. I was like, because you always see them on TV and you always think, oh, they're a lot taller than what they are. I was like, I was standing next to them, I was like, I can actually look you up and down because I'm tall, man. Normally I get looked up and down.
Yeah. I literally, the first time I seen Dean, I literally patted him on the head. And I'm not exactly massive. I'm 5'10", but I was dealing with a test. I'm very broad. So, like, hence every time I do live streaming, I'm going to move back. Because, like, if I move forward, I don't even fit in the screen. And I'm tiny compared to some big fuckers. But no, I think that's bad. So, Dean, so, like, you said you might do something for us.
I can't do something for you tonight.
But you can show us something.
But I can definitely show you some video.
You can attempt to show us. And Dean, like, by the way, you know what? like, hang on a minute. I can do the macaroni. Just saying, Dean. Just saying.
Huh?
This was our favourite song. Like, once upon a time, we get me doing. Can you still do it? Can you still do it? Can you still do it?
You got
we'll do one.
Long.
We'll do one when it comes on. Alright, see, you're too advanced for me, that's what it is, dude. That's enough. But just imagine we used to do this weekly, like 8 of us, and shit face the same time.
It was our,
you are?
It was our fitness for the week.
It was. Exactly. That's exactly the remarks we used to get.
Right.
Thank you, Jen. This is what we do. Go on, Dean. Let's attempt to see this. But if not, what we'll do, guys, I'll get the video and I'll share it as well. I'll put it on like the video because I don't know if this is going to quite work.
Oh.
Is that you with the burgundy? Yeah.
On the floor.
There's a Bella just out of the way now.
He's a joke. He got in the way loads of times.
So how many people are watching?
That was the first round. There was
How many people are watching?
There was I think about 2,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jesus
This is the
Christ.
final, the one to get my like first place. It really annoys me. That girl.
I'm trying not to look at her because she told me the ages. So A body pop in there, son. Dude, just...
You actually know, one of them judges actually knows me.
Really?
Thank you, Tiger. Is it Tone?
Hey, man. Toad, no, Tiger. Hey, Toad, we can do that. Like, just give us a few, give us a few green teas or a few vodkas. We can do that easily, pal. The fact that just made me straight away, and I love this. And again, as I said, I was literally talking about you to our brother Edbeth the other day. I said, it's kind of like, again, it's like I've got like my parental head in. It's kind of like I've gone from like a proud like father figure to you. Like the fact that you've gone from such a shy, quite individual and kind of like shit confidence and that type of stuff, and then you've kind of like just poof, like excelled. But the figures was fantastic there. It's the fact that you just turned around and you just did that for the 2,000 people. You danced. Told me we'll do it one time. I'll get you one. We'll have a dancer. And like the fact is that 2,000 people, like, wow, that is, yeah. You heard the crowd. Like, the crowd went mental. I think that's fantastic. And like, I tip my hat off to you. I think it's class.
If you're having a dance battle, I'm gonna judge.
I know the thing is I've actually got plenty of space to do it in here as well. I know I'll even go wild and we'll get the disco lights on as well. So like we'll even get the disco lights on, and then that way we'll just be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Like, yeah, like, we'll go wild. But I think but this is kind of the thing when we kind of like talk about it in regards to, again, it's the confidence levels which are amazing, and just the fact that you've kind of done that. And I think it's awesome. Like, you're acting, you're dancing, and it goes back to what I've always said. It's regards to talent. So someone like your Victors and Deeses or people like that we know. And guys, if you haven't already, like I said, I put the YouTube video of me and Victor. It goes up for quite a while, but Victor actually sings for us. But he's just amazing singing wise. And I think Dean, I think I answer for us both here when we say about Deesa, who hopefully we're going to get in a couple of weeks' time. Wow, her voice is just like, well, yeah, she's one of my favourite people in the world, like just the voice of an angel. But then we had Lucas, who came in early on, and Lucas is from Germany. And Lucas actually did Germans Got Talent, and he actually got into the final and that type of things. And he's actually been wanting to come on, but obviously Germany is the time difference, they're like an hour, but sometimes it's quite difficult for him. But he wants to come on the show as well. So we've got quite a few like different people coming on. But it's the fact that the talent, like, this is where sometimes I kind of like, we always say, if you had one talent, and Jane, I've always said to you, I wish I could sing. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like, bear in mind, like, when I'm in the bath, I've got to watch myself. As I said, I've got a guest, so I better not sing in the house anymore.
You might scare him away.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was like, damn, I need to wear clothes in my own house now. It's so crap. Right, so Dean, so like I said, we're going to look to wrap things up, but then we're going to go on to, again, like career-wise and that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it on, Tom, bring it on. Obviously, the time that we spoke to when you've gone from a sandwich artist, which you kind of hated and that type of stuff, and obviously the way kind of helping just you as an individual. Yeah. And then if I'm correctly saying this, then Willy Wonka took you on. As an Oompa Loompa, he found you an island and brought you home. Nah. So you are a chocolatier.
I am a chocolatier.
Okay, right. So without me Googling this, what the hell is a chocolatier?
It's a chocolatier.
Chocolatier, that's what I said?
So basically, I make chocolate. So I make bars, I do advent calendars, I do loads of things. Yes, you're correct. And obviously you kind of mentioned about advent calendars. Yeah. Jenna! So for those who don't know, it is the holy month of Ramadan. Did I say chocolate ear? Oh well. It's called, but yeah, like obviously, like, yeah, there we go. It's the same thing.
I like nibbling ears. But yes, so guys, obviously it's Ramadan is coming up. And bear in mind at the grand age of 26 that I am. It's called, is that one, Dave? Show me that one.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah. Like I said, I'm liking them features. I'm liking it. There's different things.
We have like girl praying.
Fantastic, though.
Boy praying.
Diversity at its finest.
Boy and girl praying.
Ah, cuties.
We have boy standing. We have girl standing. This one is called the classic, which is your one.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we have the mist.
Yeah, I know that. And the thing is I said to you, but then again, as I said, I'm not the most ultra-religious person in the world. But what I found fantastic, and I was talking about this to people, so for my years and that type of stuff, I have never, seen an advent calendar for Ramadan. And for those who are who are unaware, it's kind of basically the lead up to Christmas. So the end of Ramadan is our Christmas, which is Eid, and it's quite a huge thing. So the fact that this has come out, I think it's fantastic. I think honestly, I am kind of like, damn, it's quite cool. I love it. As I said, I'm gonna send a picture, because I might have to give it to somebody I know, that type of stuff. But I think it's fantastic. So Chocolatier, gone from a chocolate ear. So gone from that to from a sandwich artist to that and this type of stuff, and you do this, and it's completely going back to what someone said earlier on. It's a completely different ball game. So tell us about the ins and outs of what is it you do exactly and what not,
So basically, I do I'm apart from my boss, I'm the only other one who does the emails. So I answer clients, I contact.
Hey, to me.
I sort out deliveries. I just do a bit of everything. We do have some connections with some celebrities or some homes. And one of them being that we do Sidemen chocolate.
Oh, right, yeah. I was thinking, but I didn't realise we talked about that.
The Sidemen Christmas advent calendars, they ordered 15,000 and I made all 15,000.
Jesus Christ.
It's quite a busy Christmas doing all of them. So yeah, we do all that, and then Sidemen are our biggest ones, which we've got a good. I speak to the actual manager of Sidemen.
The thing is, what's mad, I didn't even know who these guys were until it was my little boy who would kind of introduced me. And the thing is, they are massive.
They are massive.
They are literally massive.
KSI is probably the most known one.
So this is D. This is actual D, like an Oompa Loompa. So do you have a costume and everything? Here you go. So how long have you been doing that for now?
It's coming up to a year. It's gone so fast.
That actually has. Jesus, I don't know if yesterday you were telling me that you've just been put in, because again, when he was going for his interview, he's like, Riz, what do I say? What do I do?
Right. I mean, to be fair, I was still working at Subway while
Yeah, you were. I remember this.
I was saying to him, I was like, I really want to leave. I just want another job. And he was like, I'll just leave then. Come to me full time. I'm the only full-time worker. Because we do chocolate during summer, because if you send it out, it'll just melt. And then it'll just be like, oh, have some melted chocolate. Do it as a hot drink.
Give me ideas.
So I do that. And we have one part-timer who's only contracted to April, but I'm contracted all year round.
Big time. But no, I think that is absolutely fantastic, and again, it's mad to see things progress like, you know, after all this time and that type of stuff. And I think
Really
that's what's
like
wicked.
free products.
Uh, yeah, Toad, thanks a lot, man. Thanks. And every Wednesday at 7 p.m. To be fair, we're gonna, what's it called, disappear soon as well. But no, hi Dominic. But no, I think it's wicked. Obviously, but I know obviously I get a taste of these products. So I'm not going to complain about that.
You like the chocolate, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I did. So as I said, I was pleasantly quite shocked. But the thing is, now someone else actually contacted me not long ago as well. Like, there's so many different chocolate-oriented things these days. It's kind of like, yeah. But again, what's so crazy is the fact that, and you probably realise this as well, it's the fact that it says halal. And I think that's what's quite crazy, because sometimes what people don't realise is that the ingredients in chocolates, they're actually not halal. And again, something for me, it took me like 30 odd years to kind of realise. I'm like, huh? And then you have a lot of, so say, flubs, for example, yeah, like marshmallows and that type of stuff. They're all gelatine. Because we can't have that. Like, you know,
which I've just realised I haven't done quiz at the back.
Yeah, no, I tried going over this team, but I don't think I do. Is the answers inside of anything?
No, there's no answers.
Oh, damn. Okay. I don't know about this one. I might have to throw them and go over them with them. But that's something, obviously, what we're going to look at doing as well. There's someone who works with a lot of football clubs, kick races them out and that type of stuff. And he's a friend of mine. Obviously, I mentioned this about to him. And he was like, Riz, I'll be up for that. But he's actually at Man United at the moment. And like, he's actually doing, classes there and everything. He does them across all the UK, all the football stadiums and everything. Absolutely fantastic individual. But Dean, I just want to say a big shout out. Thank you so much for doing this today. This is Rizzle, this episode 3. As I said, give me a few days. I'm going to look to upload this on to YouTube on Friday. And then obviously, I'm going to let you know about the guests next week. But they did actually pop in and they popped out. But then they messaged me as well. So we're looking to do that as well. It's a model, so it's quite a cool dude. So we're going to get that on. But Dean, thank you so much. No doubt we will probably catch up during the week. It's been a pleasure. Jenny, please follow this beautiful guy. I'm sure he'll follow you back. Jenny's one of our Middlesbrough babes. She's wicked. She's really, really nice to talk to. But Dean, thanking you. Thanking you. And I'm going to piss off. I'm going to go and see how he is, first of all. I just realised it's quite cold in the house and he probably won't have a club for the heat, not either.
You're not a good host, are you?
No, but I kind of knew of all the days he's come in, it's that type of stuff. And plus, it's like Hamster's birthday today as well, so I'm kind of glad I've got the company as well today. So it's quite cool. But and then I've actually did a poem as well. So I kind of need to do this on my big thing as well. So, yeah, I'm going to do this. Hi, Haj. I'm going to do this, and I would read it to you, but it is quite long-winded, Dean. So it is quite long-winded, but I'm sure you'll get... You say again?
Leave me a voice note of that.
You'll be there all day, Dean. You'll be there all day.
I mean, I could make you sound faster.
I'll speed it up. But no, I did this, and obviously, kind of the conversations that we've had over the years, and that type of stuff. And it's been like, it's more of a poem, like sort of story as well. I've been going over for quite a while. And you know what I mean? I've entitled it Words Hurt. Like, the irony of that type of stuff. And do you want a little listen before we go?
Yeah, let's do a little listen.
Let's do it. Not a listen. Not a little listen. But I'll try to just do it as quick as I can without any acting and that type of stuff. Okay. So yeah, Jen, if you're still here. So obviously this is called Words Hurt. You should know bullying hurts. It starts with one word you blurt. Fat, ugly, worthless. These are words they hear. Did you know you're their biggest fear? Day by day you torment them. It takes so long for their hearts to mend. All they ask for is one true friend. But you make them want to end. But you make them want their lives to end. Every day they wake up with regret. All they want to do is forget. It's not just the hitting and punching. It's the words that you say. They hate so much. They want the fade away. This is when enough is enough. They're sick of playing strong, sick of playing tough, but they know they can make it through. You may not have known, but they always knew. They put on a fake smile and pretend they're okay. They believe they can make it all the way. Of course, your words still offend. But they have pieced back together again. Someone leaves the crowd and lends them a hand. They'll learn it's time to stand. Their smile is no longer fake. Now they have no reason to ache. You see, all they ever needed was a friend, someone to stand by them when the bullying came again. Now they are free. The insults barely sting, don't you see? The bully is never wanted unless wanted to leave. The person you bullied now has no need for long sleeves. Your work here is done, not that it should have started. Now who's the one who feels broken-hearted? Bullying gave you power, what they refused to give. You can't help but wonder, what if? What if they didn't get so strong? What if they crumbled all along? What you didn't think of, what could have been? What if they pulled a razor to their skin? What if you pushed them too far to where they tied a rope around their collar? What if they wrote down all the secrets they had to spill right before taking an overdose on pills? You don't know what could have been. You were doing it all for fun. You think they're losers, but they're stronger than you. Have you seen what they've been through? With your words, you gave a black eye. They are leaving. Bully, so say your goodbye. But one more thing before you go. Did you enjoy my little show? Remember, words can hurt more than a punch. Believe me now, because this was just a hunch. There we go, dude. There you go, Jen. That's my latest thing. I've been played about that with now about 7 months. 7 months I've been playing about with that. I always end up doing something that usually quite small, as you've heard in the past, and that type of stuff. And then I was like, and it's mad, isn't it? That again, like I said, going back to obviously something the subject close my heart, like social media bullying and that type of stuff. Hey, thanks, Sue. And I think it's crazy that people don't realise sometimes it's, you know what I mean? And I think it's mad. So I will be doing that. Obviously, I've got like, obviously, as I said, my big one there, ring light. So I'm going to be doing that properly and then doing it out. I'm still playing about with the words and that type of stuff. But guys, just remember, you've heard Dean's there. Keep it strong, keep it real. And Dean, you've been a legend. I bid you adieu. I better go downstairs and like see him. So yeah. Didn't show him how the TV works or nothing.
And you've left.
No, yeah. Bye. Bye.